am back to give y'all a brief update of what has been going on with me. Sorry for the rough appearance. I am cooking dinner. Let's see. Last did a video, I think I was 28 going on 29 weeks. Or I might have been 27 going on 28. I can't remember. I spent a week and a day in the hospital. While I was in the hospital, well, before, what led me to going to the hospital was that I had muscle paralysis. I didn't have any strength in my upper body nor my lower body. I could not walk. I could not reach to grab for things. It was very frustrating. I cried a lot. And I just didn't understand what was going on. When I got to the hospital, of course they ran a bunch of blood work, a bunch of tests, and noticed that, I hate the glare in my glasses, and noticed that my potassium was low. It was 2.1. My magnesium was low. I don't know what my magnesium was. It had to be 1 something. It was lower than, I think, a 1.5, which is normal. My thyroid was low. Might as well say all my electrolytes in my body were low. They didn't know the reason for the electrolytes being low. They didn't know the reason for the muscle paralysis. None of that. So what they immediately started me on was potassium. I was given potassium by pill and potassium by IV, along with magnesium. And potassium, the way they gave it to me, so there was more concentrated by IV, it burns. It burns really, really bad. It burns on a level that you cannot imagine. I felt like my veins were on fire. And the only thing that they gave me to deal with the veins feeling like they were on fire was an ice pack. And even then, the ice pack did not work. I was given potassium all day, every day. Okay, once my levels of potassium started to come up, they started introducing a pill instead of doing the intravenous fluids. So the pill I still take. I take 1 pill a day because as my lab work that was done last week, my potassium is 4.5, which is excellent. So this is the potassium that I take. I'm going to show you the pill. It's a very big pill. I started out taking 2 of these a day. Once in the morning, once in the evening. Being that my potassium levels are in the normal range, I'm down to taking 1 pill a day. I will be going to take blood work again tomorrow to see if I need to go back to taking another pill. So I take 1 of these a day. Alright, being that my thyroid was low, they 20 I guess 20 milligrams. It doesn't say if it's milligrams or not, but 20, which is kind of a high dosage. Alright, so being that my thyroid was also low and out of whack, and they think that that's the issue of what was going on. Mind you, prior to pregnancy, I had no thyroid issues, no electrolyte issues. Only issue that I had was polycystic ovarian syndrome. It's the only thing that I had wrong with me, and I was taking metformin. Also, when all of this was going on with me, they discontinued me taking metformin. I no longer take metformin at all. So they put me on a thyroid medicine. It's Synthroid. It's 50, I think that's micrograms, MCG. It's a very little pill, tiny. I take one of these and I take it at the earliest in the morning. So I usually get up about 7 o'clock and take it. You're supposed to take it on an empty stomach, but it really doesn't matter. I was told if I don't take this med that the symptoms that I was experiencing will come back. Alright, along with taking the potassium and the Synthroid, I have noticed that as I progress in my pregnancy, 3rd trimester, I have really bad heartburn and acid reflux. So they prescribed me Zantac, and it is 50 milligrams. So I take 2 of these a day. I really only take 1 because I try to watch what I eat. I noticed that when I first got home, I was taking my potassium pills with orange juice. Orange juice gives you the worst heartburn in life. The worst. I noticed that I couldn't even sleep without having the acid reflux come back up. That's something that I just could not handle. It would burn. It would literally take your breath away. So he prescribed me some Zantac for my acid reflux. Along with taking these on a daily basis, I still take my prenatals. I take a generic brand of prenatals from Kroger's. This is just the multivitamin. You take 1 of these a day, and this contains, like your regular vitamins A through E, your thiamine, your riboflavin. I'm not sure riboflavin if I'm pronouncing that correct. Niacin, vitamin B6, folic acid, B12, biotin, calcium, iron, etc., etc. Right? So I take these. And along with these, there's a soft gel that's for DHA and EPA. So you take 1 of these as well. They're really good. Have no issues taking them. I'm going to show you how big the multivitamin is. Which is fairly big, but not that big. So that's the multivitamin. And the DHA and the EPA is a soft gel. So it's very tiny. But that's the soft gel. Okay, so since being discharged from the hospital, I have not had any issues as long as I take my medicine. I watch my diet. I really still do not have an appetite. I eat, but I'm mainly eating sides, like vegetables, stuff like that. I love soups and salads. That's about it. I really don't eat a lot of meat, which is kind of weird because I'm from the South and I like to eat, but I really just don't have an appetite for things. Let's see. I am now 30 weeks and 1 day, and I'm just gonna tell you what symptoms I've been having. Frequent urination, and I'm gonna say frequent urination. I can drink. I'm gonna see if I can give an example. Give me 1 moment. This is I keep bottled water. I can drink this much water, and in 5 minutes I have to go to the bathroom, literally. So I go maybe every 30 minutes. That's being nice about it, because I probably go more. I have gotten to the point, and this is TMI, I've gotten to the point where it is really, really hard for me to hold my urine. And I was talking with my mother about this because when I was in the hospital, they have you hooked up to all these gadgets and everything, and they tell you to alert them when you have to go to the bathroom, and they take their time. And I've had a few accidents, and it's embarrassing because it's just like, I don't fully go, but it's just like, geez, I just need you to unhook me really fast so I can go to the bathroom. When I say I have to go, I have to go. It's no, okay, can you hold it type deal. It's I have to go. So she told me to start wearing pads, like Kotex pads. I think I implemented that for a couple of days, and I just didn't like the idea of wearing a pad because the thought of wearing a pad to me is like you're on your cycle. So when I have to go, I have to go. So that's one thing. Fatigue. I can go to sleep at a drop of a hat. Don't necessarily have to be tired. Don't necessarily have to have done anything. I can fall asleep like at the drop of a hat. I notice when my wife and I go to do the smallest little things, like I'm on bed rest, literally. I'm not supposed to be doing any like walking around, like stores type deal. I'm not really supposed to travel. I'm not supposed to do anything because I am considered high risk. But of course, being locked up in a house all day, you do kind of go a little crazy. So I think we went to Target where we bought baby girl's welcome home outfit, and we were walking around and I was tired. I was out of breath. My legs were hurting. I was like, I can't. It felt like she was going to fall out. So we went back home immediately afterwards. Let's see. So the smallest things make me tired. What else? My appetite's still the same. I have not gained any weight. Not saying that I won't, but I have not at all. I lose weight. Like I am losing weight. Like not a little bit of weight, but a lot of bit of weight. Not complaining because everybody, has room to lose some type of weight, and I guess this is mine. And it also could be attributed to the Synthroid that I take. It's also supposed to help lose weight, so that's another thing. I'm not emotional, or I wouldn't say I am. I do notice that I do cry on certain shows. It's the littlest things that can make me a tearjerker. Like I was watching MasterChef, and I was crying. Let's see. I noticed that I cannot, and I repeat, cannot take a hot shower like I've been used to. Not saying that I don't take hot showers, but what I'm used to, hot wise, I can't do. I get overheated to the point where I get faint and dizzy and can't take it at all. So I find myself taking warmer showers, like warm, almost. I told my mom I feel like sometimes I'm not even clean because the water is not hot like how I like it. Let's see, what else? My breasts are leaking. They had started out some weeks, a while back. It was clear. Now it is white, literally white. So that is something that is like unique to me. What else? I really don't have much going on with me, honestly. I'm always out of breath. I can talk to you and you can hear me, out of breath. let's see. It is hard, and I repeat, it is hard to sleep at night. The bed is not comfortable to me at all. I no longer sleep in the bed. I have not slept in the bed for about a month. I sleep on the floor with about 8 pillows, and that is like the most comfortable place for me, honestly. And my wife thinks it's so weird, but I have to go for what I'm comfortable with. Sleeping on my sides, I try to do as much as possible. I find myself sleeping on my left side more at times, but my all-time go-to is my stomach. I sleep with my leg up by my stomach, and I have at least 3 pillows. There's one in the middle that I'm laying on, one on each side. That way I'm not really squishing her at all. She's very active, very active. I try to, count her moments of activity, but I really can't because it's a lot. They just say make sure that the baby moves at least 10 times within a day. She moves way more than 10 times in a day. I do play lullabies like the one that's playing now. I play lullabies for her at least 3 times a day. I have lullabies and Mozart that plays for her. This song right here is the song that she likes the most. So I kind of play it a lot, and it's kind of soothing to me because when we have music time, I tend to go to sleep too. What else? I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, ladies. Like, I am all over the place, but I'm just trying to give y'all an update because it's been so long. She should be about 3 pounds, maybe a little more. About 3 pounds, 17 inches long. They say she's the size of a cantaloupe, like a summer cantaloupe. Right now, in the ultrasound that I had while in the hospital, I was able to get a better ultrasound than what I get at my OB's office. I was able to see her like more in detail, like facial features. She looks like my sister. That was the first thing that I said to the tech when I seen her. I was like, oh my god, it's my sister. Like, I was mesmerized because she was beautiful to me, and of course she's gonna be beautiful to everybody else, but it was like that moment. I had a moment, just like, wow, this is really real. And I'm looking at my baby. She was asleep, laying on her side with her hands up under her, like, I'm sleeping. She does not like to be bothered. She does not like the fetal heart monitor. She does not like ultrasounds. She most definitely does not like the contraction monitor because I was hooked up to that quite a few times while in the hospital. She really just likes to be left alone. She's real stingy when it comes to like allowing other people to feel her kick. Just, I don't know. That's just her. I cherish the moments when I feel her moving and my stomach. The kicks, the little hits, the pokes. I love it. I live for those moments 24/7. Those moments are like the best moments in life. Let's see. We have not started a registry. I really don't know where to start one at, honestly. I mean, the local stores, of course, Target, Sears, Babies R Us type deal. But, I don't know. I haven't gotten to the shopping mode because I was so convinced that she was going to be here early. So, now that I'm out of that mode, it's like, okay, game face. I'm 30 weeks, and in my mind, I feel like I'm going to deliver at 38 weeks. So technically, excuse me, I only have 2 months left in my mind. So we have, started washing all the clothes that we have bought. My mother has bought the crib and the car seat and the strollers and all the big ticket items my mom has bought. She didn't want me to buy. Hey, so be it. What else? I have been reading What to Expect, While Pregnant. I think that's the name of the book. And I was looking at different medications, pain medications to receive during birth. Being that I'm high risk, they're not really going to let me go natural. I'm going to tell you that now. My doctor is really against me going natural because I'm such a high risk. He said I'm a special case. So I was looking at the different options and kind of weighing my options from there, and really want to know what you guys feel about epidurals. They said epidurals, there's like different types of epidurals. You have like a regular epidural, a walking epidural. They have Demerol that they can give you every 2 to 4 hours. And then they said something about tranquilizers, and I did not read the one about tranquilizers because to me, I feel like you give me a tranquilizer, I'm going to be passed out and don't know what's going on. I'm kind of leaning towards the Demerol because it just makes you sleepy. You can kind of sleep your way through contractions and labor temporarily. I mean, you still feel everything, but it's not as strong as what you expected. And I mean, you can get it, at your convenience. So who's to say I might need only 1 shot of Demerol and I'm good? Like, that's it. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it that I want to discuss in this video, because this video is long enough and I really didn't talk about nothing. I rambled the whole entire time. So what I'm going to do is try to show you my belly. I do have on boxers because they're just comfortable, so please excuse what I look like, but I'm about to show you guys my belly. And like I said, today I am 30 weeks and 1 day. So there's my bump. Try to pull this chair. From the front. Lord, I'm horrible with this. To the other side. And there you have it. My bump, ladies. So please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them. I'll probably be giving another update probably tomorrow to see what they say, because I will be seeing a perinatologist as well as my OB. So just stay tuned. Yay! Baby Ava will be here soon. Yay! All right, bye.